Hi, my name is Muhammad Nur Aiman bin Hamid. My number card metric is S62479. For introductions, clean energy is energy that fully developed to meet our current need for environmental preservation and to address the non-renewable fuel dilemma. There are restrictions between clean and renewable energy sources, despite having no waste or pollution, as we will discuss later. A new high-energy system called wind photovoltaic hybrid generation combines the advantage of solar, wind, and electric power as necessary. Today, renewable energy is seen as a reliable source of power to sanitize the rising demand for electricity. In well-off community with sparse or off-grid connections, it is possible to produce electricity from sustainable resources with the help of this integrated system. The creation and the application of renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, electric power, it is successful strategy for addressing both the energy crisis and the pollution issue. However, there are several issues, particularly as a result of variation in wind and solar energy. Wind power, in particular, has a significant impact on system stability. The investment expenses and the purchase of solar, wind, and hydroelectric hybrid energy system are the main topic for this. These systems estimate costs indicate the recovery will take 9 years. With the aid of a generator and an inverter, the mechanical energy generated by the wind turbine is transformed into electrical energy in order to provide the AC grid. Both output are merged as a result of the sun and the wind seasonal change, and for continuous power generation, hybrid system play a vital role.
Scalability is another important consideration when it comes to a renewable energy system. A wind and solar hybrid system can be designed to meet the specific energy needs of a location, whether it is residential or commercial property. The capacity of our system is 150 kilowatt, that is sufficient to support a maximum 150 household. The hybrid system will consist of one or more of 9-meter tall 3-bladed horizontal type wind turbine, a PV array of 20 kilowatt, and a generator set of 120 kilowatt capacity. Based on the information, the estimated requirement, the energy demand would be 100 kilowatt. That was 1 kilowatt per household. Overall, the scalability of our system is based on our capacity to supply the power to the residential area houses as we planned. However, it was focused that the village household unit will not be more than 150. The cost of hybrid system. The one system is expected to cost 700,000. This is based on the cost of manufacturing the system locally, which is 4,500 per kilowatt. This is a low price that does not include system integration work, labor, installation, and other costs that might add up to 900,000. Installation a solar system per house will be 50,000, and total up of solar system is 2,250,000. Total up estimation for the overall system could reach almost 3,850,000, but a safe plan for budgeting we consider it will reach almost 4 million. The maintenance of the wind system. Modern wind turbines are designed to operate for approximately 120,000 per hour over 20 years design lifetime. Maintenance costs are normally quite low while the turbines are brand new, but they rise slightly as the turbine ages. Research said that newer generation of turbines have lower repair and maintenance expenses than the previous generation. The feasibility of the system. HOMOPRO is an application used to determine the system feasibility. It is a tool used in the optimization of the microgrid design. It assists in the planning, design, navigation of the complexity of construction a cost-effective and a dependable microgrid comprised of the conventional and renewable power storage and load control. Using this tool, we can know about meteorological data, load profile, component characteristic, economic data, search space, and controller. Anything that is related to the system will be generated and monitored by this application. This will help the designer to fix and improve all the problems that may occur in our system.
The advantage for this system is there are one advantage that better than the rest. This system are cost effective. Second is rather than installing two individual systems with high installation costs, it is better to install hybrid system. Third is the solar wind system generate approximately twice as much wind or solar energy than the singly installed system. Fourth ialah the reliability of the power generation system will increase with the installation of this hybrid system. Lastly, as there is less reliance on a single source to provide electricity, the battery size can be reduced. The disadvantage for this system is even though it is less than the total cost and the solar and wind project, the initial investment is relatively significant. Second is urban regions are not suitable for installing hybrid system. This is because the wind speed is lower there because of the force of the friction created by the tower surface. There are wind turbine cannot function as effectively in certain place. Third is there are various types of wind turbine. The installation of this depend on the location. This disadvantage make it impossible to deploy all types of wind turbines since local wind speed vary. And lastly is due to restricted space. If the hybrid system is installed in such a way that sunlight does not fall directly on the panel, it won't be able to generate electricity as required. The same scenario can occur if the wind is not falling direct on the blades of the windmills.
My name is Ati Afrisha binti Roslan, metric number 62817. Okay, I want to explain about obstacles that may arise to implement power system from solar and wind. In technical challenge, first the challenge is that solar energy cannot be controlled. Solar energy need to be received in grid as in generated. This can create problem during period of high solar power generation on low demand day. Second, variability of energy source. Solar and wind energy are highly dependent on weather and environmental conditions. The level of sunlight and wind speed can vary from time to time. Depends on the environment. Solar energy system require enough sunlight to produce electricity, while wind energy system require areas that have consistent wind speed. Next, energy storage. One of the biggest challenge is storing energy produced by solar and wind system, because solar energy is only available during the day and the wind is not always stable. It is necessary to have an efficient energy storage system. Next, electricity grid infrastructure. The integration of solar and wind energy system into the existing electricity grid is also a challenge. Next, cost and efficiency. The cost is implementation is still an important factor. The initial cost of installation and maintenance of solar and wind energy system can be high. In terms of law and regulatory issues related to clean energy system. First, unsupportive regulation. Existing law may not be complete or indicate to regulate new technology and infrastructure related to clean energy. Second, policy uncertainty. When government policy on clean energy are inconsistent or variable, this can create uncertainty for investor and developer. Next, limited access to electricity grid. To integrate clean energy source such as solar panel and wind turbine into the existing electricity grid, adequate grid infrastructure is required. Complicated leasing arrangement. Convolute leasing requirement and complex bureaucracy can hinder project development and delay implementation. Regulatory complexity. The implementation of clean energy technology may involve complex rules and regulation. For example, fair electricity tariff arrangement for clean energy generation, incentive machine or requirement for the use of certain technology can be complex. Ownership and access to land issue. Location selection for clean energy project often involves consideration of ownership and access to land.
For conclusion, the cost of developing and installing this new power solution will decrease as the movement towards clean, green and renewable energy advances. People are becoming increasingly aware of the advantage of clean energy for the environment, society and the economy. As more city, state and country commit to a green power agenda, this trend will continue to grow. That's all from me. Thank you.